So if anybody shows up, we're just going to sit here for a minute and kind of chill out. And I'm going to get everything set up here for this little impromptu live stream. And we'll go from there. Like I say, may not even be nobody show up because we gave no warning.
Yes, there's
Try to do a little adjustment of the camera here.
no adjustment.
Yeah. How's that, Mel? Is that a little better?
Yeah, better.
Kind of got me up out of the top of the screen though.
Well,
Yeah, this might be about the best I can do, babe.
well, that one is fine. Oh, we have a 2 viewer right now at this moment.
Yeah, if you can hear us okay, let us know.
Yes.
Some kind of alert on somebody's phone. Is that yours? Yeah, let's kill those alerts.
Okay, just go there and just wait for.
Yeah. Hello, James and Melinda. Yeah, let's just eliminate no cell phones while we're doing this. Well, hello to you.
Yes, Armel Santos. Hello, James and Melinda. Hello, Armel. So we have the 7 now.
Well, whoever's here with us, don't be shy. Speak up, say
Yes.
hello. If you're watching for your TV, I know that's kind of hard because you're not on there. But you can grab your phone and chat away with us while you're watching it on your TV. So I'm glad to hear the audio's loud and clear.
Yeah.
Guam Boy and PI, hello James and Wifey, watching from Angela City.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Hello.
Thank you.
Hello from Angela.
Jimbo Q. Hi James Mel, watching from Iraq. Wow, that is so
Iraq.
cool.
We have even.
Man, that is so
You
cool.
were in Iraq.
That is so cool.
Glad to know that.
This is kind of an impromptu video because we're just so excited.
Yes.
Because the news come down the pipe today. That news that no one ever thought was finally going to come. And when it happened, it just happened like an earthquake. That they are opening the country February the 10th.
Yes.
I mean, and when they did it, they went all out.
There's
If you're
no,
fully,
There's no any whining on that.
Yeah.
Just
if you're fully vaxxed, you can come in this country starting February 10th. You can enter the country. You'll not have to do quarantine. Holy cow.
Man, it is such a great news.
Yeah. So I'm sure there'll be more details coming out and all the little finite stuff if you still have to use one pass or not. I do know you have to still go get a RT-PCR test within 48 hours of your flight. But starting February the 1st, no quarantine for the people like us that just came in. And like my companions, my friends that I've made, fellow vloggers like San Juan La Union vlog and all that, all they just went through. Now they got tested positive, so that kind of messed up. But all of that is going to be in the rearview mirror. That is just exciting news. All I can say is that there's some guys that have been missing their girls for a long time.
Yes, it is your chance now.
There's going to be a whole lot of loving going on. Man, I tell you what, I called a couple of my friends that's been waiting to come in. I called old Cap, wake up, the day has come, you've been waiting for it. Man, I didn't tell him what it was. I said, just read the screen on my computer, and I had a news article pulled up. He said, let me get my glasses. He adjusted his eyes, and I seen his eyes go.
I think it is that.
He couldn't believe it. He was so
Excited,
happy.
Yeah.
Cap, he had got his retirement, everything in order. He sold off all kinds of stuff and everything. And he was ready to move into the Philippines and live on his retirement. And then the country got locked down. And he's been in limbo like many other people for the past couple of years. And so he just kind of been kicking his can around. He's babysitting our house for us right now. The side of the house in Texas where Mel and I were living. He's been staying there taking care of our house and our dog while we're here, you know. And of course, if he leaves and comes here now, Mike right there that's living in the main part of our house will help him out. But pretty exciting. Let me go here real quick and see who all's here with us. I'm gonna scroll back before we fall behind on this. So we got Mega Man. Hello, J&M. Hello. We got Tim Giles watching also from Papanga. Thank you.
Yes, yeah, Tim Giles.
We got Patrick Carroll shouting in from Mississippi.
Wow,
We got
hello.
Craig Campbell right here, man. Jervis Bay, Australia, man. We are global here.
Yes.
Bernard, hello, James and Mel. Stay safe. Thank you. We got Kiss, always comment and great
Yes,
supporter of our channel. Thank you. Good evening. And let's scroll on down here. We got Mickey Mason. Hello from Florida, from Niceville,
yes,
Florida.
Yeah, Nashville, Florida.
Yeah.
Hello.
We got Guam Boy and the PI, James and Mel. You guys miss Texas? No, we don't. Honestly, we don't. We don't miss Texas. If the phone rings from Texas, we just shiver. Prior to the USAF retirement, I was a former resident in Abilene, Texas. Wow, yeah, you were there in the Air Force Base. Oh boy, do I miss some Patty Melt Whataburger. Now, okay, you got me on that one right there. I do still love me some Whataburger.
Oh, yes,
Maybe someday
yeah.
in this country, you can never tell. You can never tell. I mean, we got, you know, the Burger King, we got the McDonald's, we got Wendy's here in the Philippines. I don't know if y'all know it, but the Jollibee franchise bought the U.S. hamburger franchise, Smash Burger. That is owned now by the Jollibee franchise, and they own it flat out around the world. The United States company Smash Burger is owned by Jollibee now, so that's coming here to the Philippines. But still, it's not my Whataburger. So where else was we here? We got sidetracked about Whataburger. The motels will get rich now. Hey, we're getting rich already.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm glad you said that. Here's what I think. I think with all their little dirty deals going on with the hotels and all, and the hotels say, hey, if you open up, you know, if you take away quarantine, I mean, what are we going to do? So I think they've been so in bed with them that they said, you know what, I guess the only thing we can do is just open the doors wide open so tourists will come rent your hotel rooms. And I figure that's probably has a little factor behind it, because if they would have removed the quarantine and not open tourism, it would have put the nails to the hotel industry out there. So they just did it all in one fatal swoop. It says temporary now. Let's remember that. On all the news I read on it, it says they temporarily have lifted all of these things. You know they're going to leave it where they can slam that door back shut if they choose to. Yeah.
Possibly.
So let's see right here. Pack your hammock. Bruce Tolan, morning guys. It's evening for us, but morning for you, I guess. Good morning to you. Get your coffee there. Let's see, but do you think that motels can handle the inflow of tourists? Man, I'm sure they're ready to handle it. I'm sure they're tired of having plastic draped all over their hotels, crud all down the hallways.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure everybody's ready to get back to business. And just period. Look, we're right here. Many of you are watching right now are on the streets in the Philippines too. Some areas are more strict than others. Some are enforcing rules more than others. But
Yes,
I want to tell you, on the most part, we see so many people walking right around those rules. They got tired of it long ago. Everybody's sick of it. The Filipinos in the country are sick of it. Everybody's sick of it. They had no choice. They had no choice. It's, you know, it's that time. Everybody's been filled up to here with it, you know. So let's continue on here. I think they can handle it. Absolutely handle it. There's so many brand new properties that had, because the country was just booming when all of this happened. It was just booming. Man, 2019 was a heck of a year for this country. 2018, 2017, 2016. Man, the economy was breaking records in this country. Big, huge properties being developed and all. And this happened, and there's been some places it's just been like just deserted. Yes, they're ready for this. They are so ready for this. It is, man, I bet you there's the biggest sigh of relief for some hotel owners, some resort owners, man. Now, the key is that when you get into the country, what's these LGUs going to do? Are they still going to try to hold on to all that power and try to control you, you know?
The LGU is still going to control you.
Yeah.
That's
What's the
problem.
LG going to do? Are they going to tell them to stand down, you know, back off? Are they going to tell these different provinces, governors and stuff, you know, stand down? Because that's where a lot of it has really been out of control, is these LGUs in these different provinces just pulling these unreal restrictions sometimes, you know, and just on a whim. You may go to a neighboring island just for the day and you get ready to return and you're locked out and you can't even come back home. It's just been some nonsense.
Yeah.
So that's my opinion. I'll say it like it is. So stay frosty. Hello, hey man. Good day, James and Mel. How are you?
Yeah, stay frosty.
We're happy.
Always commented.
We're happy. Of course, we're here in the country. You know, you probably think, well, why in the heck do you care if it opens up? But of course, I care about this country, and I care about its stability. I care about its economy. I miss the way that it was. I don't want to have to continue to go through all of the messy steps that we just went through.
Yep.
To come in this country. I'm jealous. So many of you now are going to get to come in without all of this
those problems,
shit show
those
we
stress.
just went through. We got lucky. We got lucky, man. 3.5 days is all we quarantined. They can call it 5 or 6 if they want, but we beat the system. And I knew what I was doing when I did that. But you know, I did the math and I said, look here, this is our flight that we need. We need to land at this time, come in at this time. We need to do that early booking on that testing.
Yeah.
And we shrunk the clock down, you know. And I don't know if y'all realize it, just 2 or 3 days after we got out of our quarantine, they had removed doing that early test. They had canceled it.
Yes, yeah.
And so we got in on the very end of being able to do that early test where they test it like at 12 or 12:30 a.m. or so, you know, and you got those results fast. And so we got lucky on that. But yeah, we are happy that like our friend Cap can come back here now and be with the people he enjoys, and he wants to be in here and stay in here, you know, and he wants to retire in here. For our friends Paul and Anna, I've just been on the phone with them too in Boston. Well, they're married and she's a Filipina and they could come in anytime like Mel and I did, but they have careers. Like he has a job at Amtrak.
Yep.
And have a limited time to enter the country and be here before they have to return back to the U.S. and go back to their jobs. Well, they wanted to wait until the quarantine was gone. And they have been wanting to come back in here so much. And here they are. No, let's don't do the phone right now, baby. And so, nevertheless, I'm happy that they would be able to come back in here and do, you know, do their thing. Then so many other people we know, you know, even our friend Mike, he would like to take some vacation time and come here. My Aunt Shirley and Uncle Rick, they want to come here from the U.S. and visit us. So that's things that make us happy, the whole prospect of that. I want to see the malls back busy again. I want to see stores not closing. I want to see them surviving and I want to see all this people locked up and having to order food on Grab, and all these 10G and little motorcycles buzzing around like bees on you on the road carrying food, because people are scared to go out because they're really pressured on the news to not go out. Stay safe, stay inside, stay safe. It's all on billboards here. I want to see all that end. I want to see life back to normal. So this is a step towards that, and I hope that they don't backtrack on it. I hope that Duque keeps his mind straight. I'm sure, I bet he had nothing to do with its approval. I'll just say that. And I just hope that they don't step back and jerk everybody around. They did that once before. Because when these places start reopening, it costs them money to reopen. When a restaurant reopens, they gotta get employees back, and they gotta train again, and they gotta get inventory back, and they gotta get with suppliers. And then 4 days later, they close right back up, and now they got all this stocks of food and everything, and they just lost their butt again. Maybe they went and borrowed money at the bank to get back open. And so I'm ready to see all of this mess end. They have done that to these places so many times. I pray that this sticks. I pray that it sticks. I think the world is tired of it. You've seen what just happened in the UK. You've seen what just happened in Ireland. And you see what the truckers are doing in Canada right now. If you hadn't, man, they are lined up across the country of Canada right now in protest, and they're going right to Trudeau's area, and they're going to protest him there. And the world is fed up with it. It is fed up. And so I'm happy to see the Philippines is making this step. And I tell you what, I'll give a huge shout out to Joy Concepcion. Concepcion, is that how you say his name?
Yeah, Concepcion.
Man, presidential advisor. He's been there in LA right now in California. Went to the US from Philippines here. He was observing everything happening, how easy it was for him just to go get an antigen test and fly to the US and just go there, versus what does a Filipino have to do to get from the US into the Philippines. And he said, this is just ridiculous. And I think he played a huge part. So big shout out to him. I'm pumped. I'm just happy. I just want this country back to normal.
Yeah, it's almost 3 years.
If Whisper Woman, hello. Ivan, the tactical, gonna be a baby boom there in about 10 months, boy. It probably will be, right? Next 10, 12 months. Hello from Northern Ireland. Let's see. Hold on. We missed one right here.
Kanakapakai.
Wow.
Aloha from Honolulu. We love you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Kiana.
Yeah.
Kapakai. Yeah.
Go ahead, Mal. Here, let me turn there where you can read easier, baby.
Well, kind of far away. Neil Barmard, I'm right. One. Hello from Northern Ireland. Love your videos. Keep up and the good work.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Woohoo! I'll be back with my girl in April. Hey, actually, I tried to call one of our viewers that we've kind of built a rapport, friendship with, Al, because he has been through so much to be with his girlfriend. In fact, he was even possibly looking right now at doing the marriage online to get back here and be with her. And he lives down in the southern part of Texas there. And I bet you when Al gets my messages here in a little bit, he's probably asleep. He's going to be one happy man. He has been through so much to be back with his girl. They had applied for tourist visas. For her to come to the U.S. on tourist visa. The U.S. approved her tourist visa. She owns property here. She had assets, everything. Everything was in order that she could come to the U.S. on a tourist visa. But the Philippine government would not let her go. They kept denying her, saying she did not have a good enough reason to go. What's that? Okay, just in a little bit. and saying that she didn't have a good enough reason to go, would not let her leave. And then this last time, their excuse they wouldn't let her on the plane is they said that America has too many cases of, the stuff there right now, and it's just not good for her to go there. Ridiculous stuff, ridiculous. So I bet Al is gonna be one happy man, boy.
He was been stressing for this.
I know so many of you viewers and subscribers out there stories of what's going on, like Ronald Bowden. So many of you, I know your stories and your pains and your frustrations. I remember them. I keep up with you guys. I know that's hard to do when you got so many subscribers, but you that comment all the time and email me and everything, I keep up and remember what's going on with you guys. Y'all are not just a number out there to me or nothing. I see you all as individuals. I'll really work my comment section, and I feel for you, and that's one that I really like to be real active and close in this vlog. And I always wondered how as our channel grew and grew, if it was going to be possible to stay intimate with it like that. But so far, it's still been possible. And I appreciate all of you. So let's see. Let's go back here just a little bit. Where did we jump there? So here we go about the baby boom, and then Fozzie Bear said that he'd be back with his girl in April. Yeah, Smash Burger is American Classic. That's right. Now it's a Filipino American Classic because now it's owned by a Philippines corporation. Yeah. Above it all, maybe a new challenge, James Whataburger. I used to go to them and all the time in San Antonio when I lived outside of Randolph. Hey, I don't know if some of you knew it, but that was a local private owned franchise out of Texas area. I think like out of San Antonio, Texas. From from the conception of them, probably back in the 50s or something like that. And a few years ago, they sold out, and they sold out to a corporation out of Chicago. And for the first time, Whataburger now, after all these years of pretty much being a Texas thing, is now being built all over the United States. Some of you viewers, have y'all seen us talk about the Whataburger, we're back here in Texas. You would even tell me, hey, they're building a Whataburger over here in Alabama, and we've seen them already in Florida. I was there in one in Florida. But other states, on up even up north now and all. And I think it's kind of cool that finally after decades that it's going to see a bigger audience of serve a bigger number of people than just right there down in the South, in the southern states and in Texas. So I think that's cool. And that's why I say you never know. The prospect is there now that it could end up over here in this country and other countries, especially if the economy gets back, right? Adrian, free. I'm not sure if it's your internet or mine, but not a good connection. Wait, I'm in Australia, so it's probably my internet. I don't know. Y'all tell me. Is it good? But we're on a pretty fast fiber service here. Man, I never have any trouble here uploading videos or watching my TV or nothing. So y'all let me know if we're doing good.
Our internet here is better than there in the U.S.
Yeah, we got better service here than we get in the U.S. Isn't that odd? So there you go. It must be down in Aussie. So let's see here. Gary said, I wonder how they'll handle us when we arrive on the 30th. That's a good question, because it goes in effect if for the no quarantine for you that could already come in, like returning Filipino citizens or ballot binds and married couples like us and stuff that's already been able to return. it's just lifting the quarantine for you, but that's kind of not fair when you show up on the 30th and you got to do quarantine, but then the rules go in effect on the 1st. I don't know. That's a good question mark right there. Good question mark. Daniel, howdy partner from Houston. Hello, hello. Oscar, always good to hear from you too, Oscar. Love your vlogs. Welcome home to the Philippines. Wow, he's up here in Marikina right now. Your home and Melinda's plants and gardens looks amazing. Been in the Philippines for 6 years now and retired.
Yes, yeah. Thank you.
Everything
Oscar.
is looking great here, and thank you for that
Yes,
compliment.
you
I'll just give you this about the build here, okay? So, whatever you're watching currently in our videos, I'm always honest about this, just like last year, all the time. They are about a week delayed, okay? And I'm going to tell you this. From what you've seen right now that's happening on videos, we've already done so much more. The guys are getting in their stride and rhythm now. Everybody's getting back in their groove. The energy's picked up. They're all getting back used to working with each other again and comfortable again. There's a whole lot more laughter. There's a whole lot more joking. I don't catch it all on camera, but we have a great time. And man, we are knocking it out, ain't we, Mel?
Yes, yeah.
We are knocking it out. Boy, and I think
we have 11 crew that we working here.
just only one of our original crew is not here.
Yes,
Tuling, and I really miss him. I like him a lot. He sent message that he don't have the fare to get here from over in Antique where he's at, to get fare and all here. That's one of the reasons he hadn't made it. He couldn't afford to get here. I shared that either I might go pick him up or that I might wire him the fare to get here. But we're gonna see. We'll know more about that after this weekend. But I enjoy Tuling. He brings a lot of energy and life into this. But he's a great guy. Well, I love him. And we joke, he calls me White Daddy. Daddy White. He calls me Daddy White, It's a good time. Let's see, watching from the UK. We'll appreciate that, Melvin. Daniel, well, I guess that my wife is going to Igorot soon. She is driving me crazy. Well, yeah, Igorot is right here behind us, boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, we look right over to the mountains and stuff there of it. Daniel, yes, just got a letter from my barangay accepting me to enter. See, that's the things I want to know about right there. Are you still going to have to do letters of acceptance? If you're a tourist, you shouldn't need a letter of acceptance. I think it's all going to be gone. How are they going to do that? How are you going to fully open to a foreign tourist? They don't have a dedicated barangay. I think it's done. I think they just chop the head off the snake. I do. I hope that they don't try to glue it back on. See, letters of acceptance and all that mess. Wonder how all that's going to work. You're still going to have to try to use S-Pass. Man, there's some answers that need to be known out there in the next few days. In the airlines, man, can you imagine they're out there blowing cobwebs out and pigeon nest out of the engines? Yeah, because so many flights have been stopped.
Yeah.
Mel and I, we were at an airport this past year here in the Philippines, and it was just, the tarmac was just covered with parked planes, with engine covers over them and all, had just been stowed away. It was just unbelievable. And that's been all over the world. It's been like that. And it costs money to get those planes back out and get crews back. You got to get people back on those planes working. You got to get pilots back. It's when you say, okay, we're going to open, you've got to really stand by that decision, because these companies, even like airlines now, they got to do a huge investment to just get all these planes out of storage and get these routes back open. And let's talk about that. So travel caps. Well, they say that also with opening this, that they are not going to have a travel cap. This is what they said. This is when all of it came down. They said they are going to remove the travel cap, and so that's pretty cool too. Speaking of cap, I see Cap's writing me a message right now. So good questions. You know. So praying that the COVID cases will reduce this coming months and the government will adjust the alert level too. I don't know how they're going to handle all this. Just tell you this, this Omni out there, it has been to most people, not all. I'm not trying to be insensitive to anyone. It's been to most people this variant, no more than like a common cold or less. I have a good friend here in the Philippines on the neighboring island Negros. We've been friends for years. Her and her husband, they're both attorneys. And in fact, she's handling some stuff for me right now on some property deals Mel and I got going on. And she's positive in quarantine at home right now. And she said, James, I don't even know I have nothing. My symptoms, if anything, are so mild. And we got a neighbor right here next door to us right now. Her and all her nieces and nephews are quarantined inside the house right now. But they're sneaking out. We've seen them sneaking out.
Yes.
And we see the barangay or the city. We see the vehicle pull up to check on them.
It's not like before.
But as soon as that vehicle pulls
it's
away,
not like before. But if you are positive, you know the barangay for there's a guard for that barangay.
Yeah, but it's just funny. We laugh all around. It's like no one takes it serious here anymore. They're tired of it, you know. Now I know in the original versions that there was a lot of people had a hard time and got really sick with it. Me too. We got viewers on here that got really sick and hospitalized, so I'm not being insensitive to that. But that's not what's going around right now, and hopefully this is just something that people are going to have to face up to. I'm glad to see the world, right, at least for the past 2 weeks, is starting to pull their head out of their butts. So Oscar, God bless you both and all your families. Thank you. Above it all,
thank you, Oscar.
I know the girl that I've been talking to is excited as I am. Meeting online and talking to her over a year.
Yeah, I bet.
I'm sure it's a common story. February 10. Yeah, man. I bet. I don't know what's going to happen on tickets. Is it going to make ticket prices come down or go up? Are they still going to have limited scheduling right now? Because you know they try to schedule way in advance. Are they going to be nervous to try to put those flights, a bunch of new ones on? Afraid that this government, the way they've been, could all of a sudden wake up tomorrow and change their mind again? Let's see. And good luck for you for finally getting to meet her if it all transpires. You know, we know how that is. James and Mel, do you have room for guests? We plan to in the future. We sure do.
Yes, in the future.
So Jerry says, morning to you too. Did you by chance the truckers convoy up here in Canada and no more lockdowns? Yeah, I was just mentioning about the truckers protesting up there in Canada, man. I mean, good on them. All that mess that they were trying to do and quarantine them if they come, you know, to the U.S. and all that. Yeah, definitely great to the vaccinated. Let's talk about that. Unvaccinated tourists cannot come here. If you are a tourist and you're coming, wanting to come, and you're unvaccinated, they did not
allow you.
They did not allow that. So now, if you're just a returning Filipino, or like me, a spouse with Melinda and all that, and you're unvaccinated, you can still come, but you're still going to have to do quarantine. So there will be quarantine for the unvaccinated, but not tourists. Tourists can't come. If you're unvaccinated and you're a tourist, you cannot come. But in like our situation, Melinda, a returning Filipino, me, the spouse of a Filipino, in those situations you can. But if you're unvaccinated, you will still be doing the 5-day quarantine thing as of right now. So let's talk about, put that out there while we're talking about this. So let's move on right here. That was good to bring up right there, though. There is Daryl. He's my moderator too. If anybody gets out of hand, boy, Daryl, you see his little blue ranch right there? He'll get you with it. He'd be like, yeah. So don't mess with Daryl. Not your daddy. Stay frosty. I said I only get vaccinated if there's no quarantine and no mask. I don't know what they're going to do with the mask rule. I don't know. That's still a question mark too. Most of the time, it's under people's chins.
Yes, just under the chin.
Y'all excuse my coughing. I put out a video that I had been under the weather. Man, would you give me a glass of water there, please? And I still trying to get rid of some of that congestion and all. Man, it ran rampant in the neighborhood over here, and it wasn't that, that thing that's had all the world messed up. It wasn't that. It was just like a common cold running around the neighborhood. Those things still do happen. And but I'm a whole lot better. I'm a whole lot better. Let's see. Yep, this is great news. Jim Shepherd healthcare workers are fed up dealing with it, with all the sick people also. Well, yeah, I mean, they shouldn't. If you're a healthcare worker, you shouldn't be fed up with dealing with sick people. That's your job. But to be forced to do some things that you don't want to do, that ain't cool. Did you see where a judge in the U.S., thank you, baby. Did you see where a judge in the U.S. Ruled that these people, these nurses that was leaving one job to go work at another job, a judge ruled that they can't leave their job. They have to stay at the job they're at, that they can't change jobs. A judge ruled that you can't change your job. Absolutely absurd. Absolutely absurd. So we got right here, what's it say? 64 Dasani. Good evening, y'all. There's Brian, a foreigner farming in the Philippines. Hey guys, great news. It is. Hello, Brian and Maricel. Hold on, it jumped on us here.
Hello, Brian and Maricel.
Yeah, let me roll back here. Move back just a little bit more. I hate it when it takes that jump. Here we go. Daniel Wilcox, Snowy Mountains of Boone, North Carolina here. When I hear Boone, I think of Boone's Farm. Who on here knows I'm talking about Boone's Farm? Where'd you go in the camera up there, Mel? You disappeared. You out of screen. You gotta stay in the box.
Yeah, I need the one with people.
Yeah, unfortunately, where we had to sit right here and keep plugged up to power because we're living in a garage right now. This couch has a center console in between us. So she can't get all up here and all snuggy with me. You could sit right up here on top of this.
I'm good, yeah.
Then you'll be up even with me.
Small person.
So it says, question, do you not have bleach to remove the mold? All right, man, I know, yeah, we can put bleach. Listen, the bleach here, usually they have it, it's in real heavy concentrate, and yeah, we can add it in water and all. You seen Nardo working over his head in that video, trying to scrub that. I did not want him having bleach dripping all back over him or get in his eyes,
Yep.
all over his skin,
That is true.
all over his clothes. He's not rich. His clothes are precious to him. He don't want big bleach spots all over it and his stuff messed up.
Especially you're gonna smell it.
I'm not gonna ask him to be trying to use bleach over the top of his
I
head.
agree too, though.
And I seen all that, and I'm like, really? Yeah, y'all want me to have a guy working with bleach, scrubbing the underside of a beam over his head? Come on, man. Of course, yeah, we could use bleach. He did use some rubbing alcohol. I'll tell you the whole deal about the alcohol. When our little white truck was parked out here, somebody put, I don't know how many gallons of alcohol on the back floorboard of our truck, and I've never to this day known where it came from. Just gallons and gallons of it. And, but hey, whoever it donated to us, good on them. But I did use a wire brush and sandpaper and broke that loose. It was just a small area we had to do. People wrote, you can get a power washer out and power wash it. Well, I have a power washer here, and my brother-in-law has a power washer here, but I didn't want the power washer out, just to get all that out to do one little area about, what was it, 5 foot long? And then these guys are a mess with this skim coat. They'd have skim coat on them, power washer, hose, all that. Trust me, I know. And so, man, it's just a small job. Come on, man. But it's just right there in that one area is the only place that it was actually like that at. Of course, on the face of that beam, there is some black, like mold growing on that face of that beam, but we're not skim coating that yet. And when we get ready to do that, we'll clean that off, and we're going to rough that surface up because it's actually getting cladding on it. It's not getting skim coat. That beam around that veranda, y'all see coming up soon in the video, it's going to get a stone cladding on it, and I think it's going to look beautiful. So we'll be roughing that surface up right down through there so we get a really good bond. Last thing you want is something to fall off and whack you in the head. I'll give you a spoiler. There was a flatbed truck pulled up here today and unloaded 62 cubic meters of cladding. There's your spoiler watching the upcoming video. Ain't gonna tell you what we got, but I tell you, it got delivered. Where else we at right here? So Randy is booked and home from Texas on 03 or 05. So what'd you do? Jump online, book a ticket? Boy, I'm telling you, better jump on it while it's open. Just hope they don't slam it back shut with no remorse of what they could do to companies and all by slamming it right back shut. Above it all, at a former farm in the Philippines, how are things on the farm? I'm happy to see progressing. Not your daddy, Daniel Wilcox, hello. Let's see, Randy. It's been a long 2 years for me. I bet it has. Albert, the dog Einstein. This is great. Maybe the year, let's see. Maybe by the year I'll come. It'll be no restrictions or vaccines. Happy for all it go. Let's see. Stay Frosty is saying hello to someone. Daryl says he too misses Whataburger because Daryl was from Texas right there as well.
And it's Whataburger.
Yeah.
Looking like that's make me hungry.
It's making you hungry for it,
yes,
huh?
yeah.
So let's see what else we got here. We got someone just kind of inner talking there. We'll go on past a little bit of that. Albert says happy for all who've been waiting to go as soon as possible. They had Whataburger in Florida since the early 2000s. Yeah, some of the southern states did get it. That's why I said I've been to one there in Florida a long time ago. I think the one I went to was like, maybe they're in Pensacola is the first one I went to there in Florida long ago. It was really nice too. Had these nice indoor gardens. It was almost like being in an atrium or something. Or like a greenhouse. It was pretty cool. really cool. I think it had like flat screen TVs in every corner with all kinds of stuff going. It was way different Whataburger than I've been in Texas. It was pretty cool. So where we at here? Let's see. Someone wrote connection is great. Oh, Albert did. And Brian wrote above it all, day by day, making progress. That's good. It's good y'all have a connection at home again too. Stay Frosty is saying hello there. Jimbo Q. Above it all, yes, the connection is great. For the Philippines can be tough with video chats in the provinces. Yeah, we are very blessed to have this fiber connection here, without a doubt. I was so glad when we got on with PLDT fiber and that they had a line for us out here in this province town, because we're right here close to the highway. If you're off the highway, you don't get it. And they only had a limited number of what they call sockets to get in on that line. And we were lucky that somebody had not paid their bill and got a permanent disconnection, and that socket came open, and we got it. If we ever lose that socket, we may not ever, you know, if we, like for instance, didn't pay our service and it went into a disconnect, we could lose this and not get it back. So that bill is important to us to get paid. In fact, one of our sister-in-laws went and paid it for us today. Well, I said, man, we just don't want to ever lose this service.
There's a lot there that waiting for the chance that
yeah, man, you mess up, somebody else is gonna have it. Let's see where we at here. Albert said on the first, people there from before will be able to leave quarantine on the first. Above it all, is talking to Brian there. Bob J, so excited with this news. Maybe they'll issue my 13A visa soon. They have only had my passport since March 2020. Well, that don't make sense, because I remember even before they did a visa thing for me, man, they had my passport right back to me in what, like 3 weeks or something?
3 weeks.
Yeah, you know, I want to check on that. In fact, I just watched another vlogger that's trying to get here into the Philippines right now, him and his wife and their children. And they sent him, his wife, and one of their children their passports back. But the other child, they didn't send the passport back. And then they had to go through a big runaround to get it, and they finally ended up driving from Oklahoma to Houston to go hand pick up their other child's passport before they missed their flight to get here, because the embassy wouldn't even respond to the phone calls or emails to even find out where it was at. So they just drove there and had to literally go to the door and say, hey, we need our passport. Man, I'd be following up with them. That's all I'm gonna say. I'd be following up on that. Don't sit idle. I'm gonna tell you, you sit idle with them, I'm not calling you a fool, it's just my words, you know, you're gonna be a fool if you don't really follow up and see what's up. So right here, let's see, Seabound. Good morning from East Tennessee. Brian's asking, is quarantine required? No quarantine. Starting the 1st for returning Filipinos and their spouses or children. No quarantine. Starting February 10th, tourists and no quarantine. Yeah. Fozzie, Bear, yeah, the internet is a bit slow sometimes here in Australia. Thought y'all probably have pretty good stuff, but y'all probably have some places that are spread on out there. I guess according to where you're at, you know. There's someone talking to Brian again. Clive Hooks, good morning. It's 11 a.m. here in Yorkshire, England. Wow, that's pretty cool. Well, good morning to you, by the way. It's almost your lunchtime. What's for lunch? What is for lunch today? Jim Lockhart. Hello, Texas. James and lovely Mel. Watching from
Hello.
Cairo, Egypt. Wow, that's really cool that you're in Egypt right now.
Yeah, from Egypt.
Yeah, I wish you could live stream back with us so we could see that.
Yeah, the Egypt.
You know, my family roots, which a lot of people are out of the UK, but my family on both on my dad's side, the Hightower side and the Dennis side, are very old families. They're going far back in England. There's actually towns, and we're all on the books, and very famous places there that I'm actually want to go there and spend some time and see those places and be around those places. That is where our original roots are from, is there in the southern part of England. For both of my families, for on my dad's side of the family, the Hightower name and the Dennis name. And what's kind of funny is that they actually, even though they got married there in Texas, it goes all the way back that they were from the same area there in England at the same town. So that is kind of crazy, and ended up on the other side of the world and married together. Strange things. So let's see right here where we're at. Yeah, we were there with Egypt for a second, and then Ken, James, we know how it works here. It would change 25 minutes from now. Yeah, this is what I'm saying. You know, it would be, I think it'd be a pretty nasty goof up if they announced this and slammed the door shut at this point, because this is not like that announcement back in December. They were going to do it and then things changed, but they had never actually opened it yet, and they were still going to have a lot of protocols in place for that, and there were still going to be quarantines and all. But this is a pretty broad stroke across here, you know, and this has a lot of weight that carries with it, that it would be the nastiest of nasty if they step back on this one. I mean, I don't think they would be forgiven. I'll just tell you, I don't think they would. I think that they would leave a really big scar if they pull back at this point. That's just my opinion. I think there's a lot of people end up just washing their hands at this place too. So that's my opinion. Bob Mel, Simple Living, finally, time to make plane tickets to Cebu. Going home again, finally. Woohoo, happy days. I'm going to hit on that topic right there real quick. This is just a suggestion, okay? This is just my opinion. Everybody's got one. But I'm really going to suggest that you book your ticket directly with your air carrier. Don't use one of those travel agents like Expedia or this or that, you know, Travelocity and all these different ones. It's my opinion, because if they do step back on this or something changes, it's way harder to get your money back. And I have found through the years that it is a whole lot better and faster and with a whole lot less headache to deal directly with the air carrier. And I tend to find prices that I'll look out there on those services, and I'll end up buying usually within 20 bucks sometimes that ticket straight from the air carrier for the same price. There are some instances, but that maybe it's cheaper, but you may not get your money back, you know, or you might be a long time waiting and a lot of fighting. Everybody came through for us. American Airlines came through for us, and we got our money back. Philippine Airlines came through for us. We got our money back on some ticket mess ups because of this world problem that's been going on. And so, but I know people that book through these agents, and never tell me they still have never got their money back. So just suggesting, I know some people are budget and you want to really try to find that cheap deal out there and all. Be wise, be wise, be wise, okay? I just trying to help you out there, and watch all your backs, So let's look on down through here again. Stuck in Ohio, just got online. What website are you getting this information from? It's out there everywhere right now.
Yeah, it's everywhere.
I tell you what, go to Google, put in Philippines travel, and then go over there on the on your search engine and choose like in the last 24 hours, okay? Because if you just choose those words without limiting it to the last 24 hours, you're going to get millions of responses. So just go Philippines travel and just restrict it down within the last 24 hours. Hit that search and boom, you just get to reading. Go online, like vloggers like Jennifer Terry. She's doing a wonderful job during all this. She might just put herself out of work, and she did live stream updates on it. I think she's about to pee in her pants. She is so excited to tell the news. That girl has done a wonderful job. Everybody, hats off to Jennifer Terry for just stepping up out of nowhere. Just nobody. She just stepped up and started doing travel updates. And she got a little bit more confident. She got a little bit more confident. She got a little bit more creative. And she's helped a lot of people out. I got a lot of respect for that young lady. I do. Cool chick. Cool chick. Go watch Jennifer Terry. That's Terri. Jennifer Terry. I mean, she's legit, Check her out. So if y'all think it's just like some fake news, that was Melinda's first response when I told her, maybe it's a fake news. I said, oh no, baby, it's not a fake news. The only thing to turn fake on it if the government flip-flops again, Yeah. Let's look on down through here. What else is happening with all you wonderful people? So see right there above it all, said that the presidential palace released information earlier today. That's right. Stay frosty. It's got to be no holds barred, no restrictions, no quarantine, no masks, no paxes. Voila, before I go. Eugene, that's amazing. Thanks for the update. Hi from Oroville, California. Yeah, I'm sure a lot of us vloggers are out there giving this update. This is like the happy news right here. And hey, I appreciate all y'all being here and joining in with us too. It's been really great being back here in the Philippines. I have been so happy, just so happy. We did that short time up there in Manila. We came here. Our LGU didn't care nothing about us, had to do no quarantine or nothing. We were out and about immediately. Man, then we were told how the city was locked down, and the city wasn't locked down. We told how there was checkpoints and all that, and there wasn't checkpoints other than some Comelec. Now those Comelec checkpoints is because of election stuff coming on, and that's just like something the Philippines does during election time, trying to make sure people aren't carrying illegal weapons and this and that. But there wasn't none of that other kind of checkpoints and all. And it just seemed like either they were trying to do a lockdown and nobody cared anymore and just blew it off, or it was just a lot of hot air. Like, now we did go to a government building yesterday evening, and they were actually closed to the 24th for this lockdown. But we were in the malls and everything was normal. So everywhere else we were out, everything was normal. Only thing we seen that was locked down was a government building, and that was in the city. Melinda went here and paid our property tax and stuff right here in our town, and went in a government building, and it was all open. It wasn't underneath lockdown. Same province. So, and if anyone wants to know, I'll tell the truth. What our property taxes were. Brace yourself for this. Should I tell them, Melinda, how much we paid on our property tax?
It's up to you because of course right now the building's not done yet, you know.
But still, it gives them an idea. All this stuff that's already been here, they've been here and measured it all before. She paid just a little over 4,000 pesos. Yeah. What is that? About 80 US dollars, you know? Yep. Yep. Not in Texas. Not in Texas. One of our houses that we have there in Texas, I just paid right before we left $6,000 and something tax bill on. Another one I paid a $4,000 and something tax bill on. Another one $2,800. Another one $1,500.
Yeah,
Another one $2,600. Another one $1,500 something. And yeah, just crazy.
Yes.
The property taxes. The day before we flew to come here, I was battling with property tax issues and all. Hey, one of our properties that's a vacant lot, we were getting taxed for a brand new, like 2020 model home to be on a vacant lot that there's no house. Yeah, America. They have lost their minds there. So, moving right along. So Eugene, that's amazing. Thanks for the update. Yeah, we were right there. We got Brent Moore. Use bleach on your algae. You come here and you put the bleach upside down, let it drip back on you. We got it. We got it taken care of. Just one small area. Hey, I am going to follow up on that. Before we do a bunch of other stuff, I myself, probably on Sunday, when the guys are off, I'm going to go through and power wash the heck out of this place. At S&R last year, I bought a brand new power washer, really nice one, little compact one, but a nice one at S&R. My brother-in-law left his here with me also, and it was that Lotus brand or whatever. It looks really similar to the one I have. But I am going to get out here, and I just enjoy getting out and doing stuff myself, and I am going to power wash the heck out of this place. But that was just one little small spot on the house that we had to get rid of it at. On the most part, we don't have any of that here, and so it wasn't that big a deal. I appreciate all y'all trying to give advice on that. I really thank you a lot for it. But I wasn't going to have nobody using bleach up over their head, all over their clothes and everything. No, I wasn't going to do that. Yeah, you use a pump-up sprayer. We didn't have a pump-up sprayer here.
No, the thing is because we don't have any long ladder. Now neither can use it. We have
No, we have long ladders here, but they were using them upstairs at the time. Yeah, everything is fine. It's all fine. I appreciate it. It's just a small matter though. It ain't like the whole place is covered in algae or nothing. It was just one little old spot, and we got it. We got it knocked off there and cleaned it. We got it all scrubbed down and let it dry, and that was that. And I did put alcohol over it because I'm sure the alcohol helped kill it too. And alcohol is not going to mess his clothes and stuff up either. So. Nevertheless, I'm trying to be sensitive to these guys. They got limited means and stuff, and that's that. Is it raining outside? Oh, my water pump's still going. My well pump's going there. My solar pump, I left it going, filling up a big old water tank.
What is that? Is that one red?
Yeah, and it's on 12 volt. And I'm filling up a great big old water tank there, and I have an overflow pipe, so if it fills up, I'll see it right here by the door, and we'll turn it off. Let's see what else we got right here. And I tell you what, man, that little solar pump, I've had it for years here now, never had to do nothing to it. That thing is amazing, the amount of water it has pumped. Jose, good evening, James and Mel. Well, thank you very much. Stuck in Ohio, provide a link, please. Maybe somebody can. Stacy Spears, good morning from Alabama. Well, hello, Stacy. It's nice you join in. All restrictions ended here in UK. Not that I ever followed them. Yeah, there's a lot of people like that. Robert Crooks, hi James and Melinda, greeting from Darwin, Australia. Hey, thank you very much. Glad to hear from you. Stuck in Ohio. My wife has been waiting 20 years to come back and visit. Waiting on this, and airline prices go down. Let's see, Clive Hook's airline prices from the UK to Cebu is just about double from what they were in 2019. That might change. But I'm going to tell you, what I paid to come here for Mel and I was maybe only a couple $100 higher per ticket than what we were even given before. Of course, we booked way in advance so that the ticket would be cheaper. I think we flew in January, but we booked our tickets like all the way back in like October or something like that. Maybe in September. Because, further out, the better deal you can get. Tracy Smith said on the Resolution 159, yay, I'm heading back there. Oz to Duma. Also read people in quarantine on February 1st can move over to the new rules. See, I haven't seen that yet. I'll look for that. Thank you very much, Tracy. I'm going to look for that. That's all those gray areas we're still trying to fill in. Harold Harvey. Hello, James and Mel from, it says NWIND. Is that Indiana? Bongo Bob. I'm coming in late. What are they calling fully vaxxed? Fully vaxxed is that you've had both of your shots. And it doesn't require a booster, okay? Fully vaxxed does not mean you've had a booster. It means that if you had like one that's like a Pfizer and it takes 2 shots, or Moderna and it takes 2 shots, that you've had both of those shots. And I don't know the exact rules, but say like you've already had your second shot for 2 or 3 weeks or whatever. You'll have to look that up. And but if you just got vaccinated like today and you think you're going to fly out day after tomorrow next week, well, that's too soon. So there's a little time range in there. I'm sorry, I don't know exactly what that is. And if it's the one shot like the Johnson shot, same thing, that you've had it for a few weeks prior to travel. So they give you a little bit of idea. I know it's not perfect information, I'm sorry there, but it give you a little bit of idea. Let me scroll back up here just a little bit. So it says, where we're at. Yeah, so Jose was saying that not fully vaccinated people aren't allowed to take public transportation too. Anybody see the stuff on that? Old Governor Gwen Garcia, man, down in Cebu, she don't mess around. So she showed the law that was passed by the Senate and the House, and it was signed by Rodrigo Duterte, that the law passed in 2021 says that they cannot do that. And that was a law signed by Duterte, not just some words, but a law. And y'all want to see a video on that, in fact, go check out Vlogger Grandpa, and he shows the whole thing. It shows the law. And they're encouraging people to print that law off and take it with them. Some people I have followed up on since did, and when they got confronted, they showed the law and said, this is the law and you have to follow the law, and they let them go on. So I'm not encouraging anybody to like get any kind of like argument with someone or nothing, but what that rule is not a law. And And in fact, the very ones trying to impose it, or the very one, is the one that signed that says that that's not allowed, so that segregation did not take place. So yeah, I'm just telling you, if you want to print that off and have it or stand up, but I don't think any of that stuff's going to be around much longer anyway. I see the signs here on the Jeepneys: no vax, no ride. Yeah, something else. Go check out Vlogger Grandpa. He's got a couple of good videos out on that. And boy, he's got this one of this Filipino lady in a rant that they were trying to stop her from doing her vending business because she didn't have it. And boy, she went off, and that video went crazy here in the Philippines. So one way from Austin to Philippines here. I don't know, does Austin have a flight out there? Or is that just a connecting flight to another city, I guess? I'm late to the party, says Nookum. I've been up since 4 Eastern time. Well, you're here. Mark, they ruled they couldn't change jobs until the current employer hired their replacement. I don't believe that ruling will stand. It's moronic. Yeah, wasn't that something? Eugene, it's 3:10 in the morning here, and it got me excited for the update. I can't go back to sleep. Man, I tell you, when I come in after working out here on the house today and sit down and I saw that, boy, I just lit up. And I want to share it to you guys in case some of you did miss it. And we can just all celebrate here together. So let's see right here. Woohoo. It says, I am super stoked on this great news. I bet you are, Dennis. My fiance and I have been waiting for over 2 years now to finally be together. She lives in Cavite, and I live in Kansas, and I'm a retired USF vet. That's pretty cool, Dennis. I'm happy for you. I hope it all just sticks and they don't change. They don't slip back on it. Man, let's just all rally together and just pump some energy out there that make this happen. Fozzie B. Bear, I use a pump up sprayer bottle for the bleach. Sometimes what you do in the West may not be so readily available here. I'm out in a small town. We don't always have pump up sprayers right at our fingertips to go run up the street and buy and stuff. I go up the city and get one. I didn't need it just for that one little old task, but I appreciate it though. Yeah, once again, talking about all these pump sprayers and all this kind of stuff. Yeah, I mean, they sell them. They sell some on backpacks. They pump and walk through crops, spraying poisons on crops and all that, but I don't need to run and go buy one for this one little old task that was done in less time than that whole video that you watched. So that's that. It's like me with a concrete machine, you know. Oh, y'all, you making them hand mix that and a concrete machine. Once you look what a big structure I have here that has been 100% hand mixed. That's part of what I love here, is that everything don't require a special machine and tool. Sometimes just a little old hand and an elbow grease can go a whole lot further than what you will get out of dealing with a whole bunch of machines and stuff you got to store when you're done with it. Clutter. Yeah, I know it's a simple sprayer, but there wasn't one here around nowhere. And it was a tiny task, but I appreciate all your advice, but it was overkill. Still gotta confirm visas will be issued at the airport. Yeah, so there's a good topic right there. From what I understand, that it's going to go back to visa upon arrival if you're one of the countries that was visa-free before, that the Philippines considers visa-free, like the UK, Canada, United States, all these places, Australia, all the ones that's had that visa-free privilege before, and you issued a visa upon arrival. From what I understand, that's exactly the way it's going to be again now. And if you were from a country, if you're trying to come from a country that required a visa in the past to come here, there's some countries require that. That the Philippines requires if you're coming from that country. Well, then you're going to have to apply for one. But it's going to go back, apparently, from what I understand, to just the way it was before. So visa upon arrival is, from what I read and understood, is the way it's going to be. If that's the way that they're set up with your country, like for my country, the U.S., visa upon arrival. Stefan says, good morning, James. Good news about Philippines open up. Man, isn't it? Could you use a piece of bamboo with a brush on it and scrub that off? Boy, y'all are still on that. I wish all y'all just come here and help scrub this place. I'm not trying to be mean. I just can't believe their response over some mold. Over some algae, actually, is what it was. Just that one little spot. It's kind of funny how it grew just in that one little spot. Aviation safety, Dennis Petty. I am retired USA military Kansas boy. Wow, that's cool. Aviation safety. Hi guys, glad to see you home in the Philippines. That aviation safety, and when you talk about that, isn't there some retired military that's flying some planes up in some place? I remember, I know many of you watch Over State Road, right? And Mark, he went flying up in some ultralight aircrafts and stuff like that, with some different foreigners and stuff that had planes at some airport. I'm gonna follow up again on what that was. Just wondering if any connection there. Any connection? Are you still flying? You still in the air? Dennis, hey there, nice. Meant to say U.S. Air Force retire. Fat fingers typing. Yeah. Yeah, it gives us so much more freedom to say, okay, I'm out. Yeah. Right here, Malfield. I see. Good day, James and Mel. My favorite YouTubers. Well, I appreciate that very, very much. Let me see what else we got going on here. Wow. Sang Puti in Iloilo. Welcome back to your future homeland. I tell you what, I've got most of my adult life has been involved with the Philippines. Yeah, it sure has. It sure has. Hey, I'm gonna divulge something here that maybe even Melinda don't know. Melinda might. She's over here right now, kind of resting her back. But I'm gonna divulge some information, a backstory that maybe even my wife don't know. But my first little girlfriend when I was a kid was a Filipina girl. In my church, there was a couple that adopted these two Filipina girls while they were in Hawaii. Now, if y'all don't know, Hawaii has a huge Filipino population. And so they brought them there to mainland U.S., to Texas, and they were there in church with us, and I was around those two little Filipina girls when I was a little bitty boy, and man, I played with them. We had the best time and all. And one of those little girls became my first little girlfriend, and my very first little girlfriend was a little Filipina, and it was so cute. It was a little childhood girlfriend thing. But that's how far back it goes for me. Yeah, and then in school, I was also good friends with uh, numerous Filipinos from Laos, Cambodia, Thailand, and that whole group. Quite a few from Laos, and that whole group, and Vietnamese too. I was always close friends with all of them as well, and so I've always had a little bit of a hook and an attraction with Southeast Asia here and all. So there's a little backstory right there. Uh, William, hello to you both from here in UK. We'll appreciate you joining there, William.
You never finished that message that he said if we got time to meet in Berlin, that was the dot of puti.
Did I not see that? Maybe I just hadn't seen that yet.
You read it, but you never finished the message.
Oh, did I miss somebody there? Oh, I sure did. We need to get together at Bearland Paradise Resort or any other location soon for a get to know you meet soon. Hey, I just tell you, Bearland is just, we look at it right outside here.
It's like a dead spot right
Yeah, and there's nothing happening at Bearland right now. Maybe they'll open back up soon or something, but the lockdowns really hurt Bearland. We have a video coming out maybe in the next day or two because my videos are delayed. And actually, I have some video coming out of Bearland down there for what he's talking about. There's a German-owned resort down the beach from us here called Bearland. It's really nice, real beautiful pool and everything. It's a nice setup, but man, the lockdowns have just hurt it so badly. And the thing is, if you want to meet, you're welcome to come right here to our place. We're on the same beach as Bearland, and in fact our beach here in front of us looks better than Bearland's beach does right now. And we are literally just right up the street from them. When we walk out our back gate here, we look down and see Bearland. So that's how close we are. You know, you contact us, shoot us a message or something, say you want to come swing by here, come by here, hang out, have a drink with us, whether it is, if it's water, coffee, beer, hey, I'm game for it all, you know. So you just feel welcome to contact us, and you can come and visit us. We love visitors. As long as you're a good person, you know, and don't have no bad agenda or anything, we're all for it. But we've never ran anybody that's been nothing but good, and we've met quite a few subscribers. So come on. Van Turner's from back over in the neighboring town to me back in Texas. So he's like a country neighbor to me. Van Turner gives different quarantine rules for vaccinated, part, and non-vaccinated. Non-vaccinated have to quarantine, lock down, but no amount of time giving. Knowing the Philippines, it will close its border February 28th. No, if you're vaccinated, there's no quarantine. If you're only partially vaccinated or not vaccinated at all, and if you're a returning Filipino or spouse or child of a Filipino, you will have to do 5 days quarantine and then go home and self-monitor whatever for the up to the 14th. But if you're a tourist trying to come in and you're non-vaccinated or partially vaccinated, you can't come in. So Clive Hooks, yes, just eating lunch now, having a meat feast pizza. It's the Can Be Panay, hello sir, and Melinda watching, thank you very much. What we got here, Nookum, Dennis, they are freaks about that basketball, about like, let's see, about like these damn shots. Oh, so you're saying they're as crazy about basketball here as they are about the shots, huh? James, I missed, I don't know what it says, something live chat. Is the opening, or maybe you meant the start of the live chat, is the opening of travel to the Philippines. Yes, they are opening up for tourism and no quarantine starting February 10th is what they say. That is right. So Hey Mel, you want to come back over and join me? Come back. Come back. Don't leave me hanging here. So, she's supposed to be over here. You know, we get up really early. Real early. Mel and I, we have been going to sleep a lot, like 7:30, 8 o'clock.
Yes.
And we are getting up in the middle of the morning hours. Sometimes for me, as early as 2 a.m. to 3 a.m. I'm up.
We're ready.
And
Oh,
so
yeah,
at this
4 a.m.
time, we
already
are already
start doing
at
my
the
chores.
end of our day, you know. But I'm a little bit more pumped right now. So I'm just so happy of the whole prospect of this happening. So right now, Ken, he said that we both know it's an election season, and here so the promises are coming out. Yeah, you know, it could be a little bit of election stuff involved in
Propaganda.
this. Yeah, who knows?
Propaganda.
Who knows? Yeah.
Well, they still have a 10 days before we're gonna find out.
So no. So Nookham's asking, is fully vaccinated okay? Does that mean 2 shots, 2 and boosters? No. They've already clarified that. They've clarified that even here recently. No boosters are required here with the Philippines to be considered fully vaccinated. So no, it does not require that you've had any boosters. Bobby James, do you have to quarantine when you arrive in the Philippines? Once again, starting February the 10th.
You're free.
No quarantine if you're fully vaccinated.
Yes, if it is fully vaccinated.
And starting February the 1st, if you're a returning Filipino, like an ROF and all that, or a spouse or child of Filipino, you do not have to quarantine. So first for the ones like us that's already been coming in, and the 10th for the tourists is when they say no quarantine.
Tracy Smith, how to get rid of mold? To fight mold and mildew, mix white vinegar and water equal parts in a spray bottle and spray in affected areas. It's like a home remedy. Yeah.
Thank you, but
yes, yeah,
thank you, but it was just a small spot.
Yes, just a small
Yeah.
spot. Thank you for
Bobby
the
James.
suggestion.
Yeah, thank you. Watching from Toronto, Canada. Love your channel, guy. Beautiful couple. Thank you very much.
Yes, thank you so much, Ken.
No, that wasn't Ken. That was Luke.
Luke.
No, that was actually Bobby.
Bobby.
Yeah. Then Luke. Do you think the unvax will be able to travel there freely? The only unvax that could come in is if you're a returning Filipino. If you're unvaccinated and you're a tourist, you won't be coming in here. I don't know. They're gonna have to really look at this on all of these province rules. And when I say province, don't mean out in the country. A province is an area, and there's cities in a province.
I think my suggestion is if you guys really want to do this, I mean like travel on the February 10th, I think you need to follow up, right? The app always updated for the news. Maybe there's changes coming for that.
I'm sure a lot of
Yes.
finite details and news will come out in the upcoming days. Now they opened up the can of worms, or they opened up Pandora's box today, and now there's going to have to be a lot of other things answered. So I think it'll unfold over the next few days. So it says right here, Ken, just to get rid of my condo, then back to paradise. So you must have been staying in a condo. Let's see, Daniel, good to hear this. Now my wife can return to Iloilo. Also good to know we will be neighbors. Greetings from Finland. Well, your wife probably could have already been returning to Iloilo because she's a Filipino anyway coming in. So I don't know what was keeping her from coming in unless she just didn't want to do quarantine. Because it's like us, we've been, during this lockdown, we've been in and out of this country numerous times. And so we just jumped through all the hoops they required. But she should have been able to be here the whole time anyway, unless she just didn't want to do the quarantine. And there's a lot of people didn't, so I understand that. Mega Man, how many lots are available in your neighborhood?
We don't know.
Well, first of all, let me pre-qualify you. So send me over your bank statement and all your IDs, and we will get you pre-qualified first, okay? And then we'll decide how many lots we can locate in here to sell to you. Honestly, many of the lots in here are owned by individuals already. Like some people bought them long ago when the development first opened.
Yes.
And I know who a few of those people are. And that if somebody wanted to buy some of those lots off of them, I have means to get a contact out to them, and you could probably buy a lot. So, I mean, it would have to be somebody serious before I would go through any of the trouble. I don't want somebody just tire kicking, and me go through all the trouble to reach out to somebody and it not be anything that was ever going to have any true muster to it, you know. So, yeah, it's possible to get a lot in here, but you're going to be buying it most likely from an individual, and I don't want to waste their time unless it's somebody really serious that they want to place.
Let's go proceed to Michael Hansen. Best news for very long time.
It is.
And it's been a sunny day. Denmark, was
In
it?
in Denmark, or I don't know if you meant Denmark.
Yeah, that's what it said.
It's going to be a good weekend. Yeah, now the hunt for plane tickets starts again. Man, that's true, boy. I bet you right now that those websites are busy. People checking it out, boy. Yeah, they're probably already booking. You know, just be wise about it. If it was me, I'd give it a couple of days, but
Yep.
you might just be worried that you're not going to get a spot in line, you know. So, hey, I hope you get here. I hope you do. I know the addiction. I've had the addiction to this country for a long time. You see, it may not be locked down here in TC, but we have to scan our QR code or show our vaccine card and be fully vaccinated to go in many
Where's
places.
TC?
I don't know which place they're calling TC, but we've been dealing with that, you know.
Yes, even here
We've
too.
been dealing with that too, even though it's not really a law. But same thing. We get ready to walk in the mall and they want to see a
TC is Tacloban City.
Tacloban.
Yeah.
So wow, look at this crazy corpsman. I appreciate that. Oh,
Yeah.
it jumped on me again. Let me back. I have to scroll back here real fast.
Yeah, where the... Yeah.
Oh, and it jumps again. Just bear with us here. That's what happens when I get real far behind.
You need to go down.
All right, bear with me just a second.
Just hold on.
Yeah, bear with us.
There you go.
So we were here at Crazy Corpseman, and
Yeah, and thank you for that.
and I appreciate that. It says I'm thinking about getting one of those 1,000 liter plastic tanks like you use for cattle. Pros or cons?
Yeah, I know. I think I know what it is.
You're talking about those IBC totes. What are you going to use it for? I mean, I like them. I like those IBC totes there in the U.S. because I have that tractor with front end loader, and that thing's got like a skid made underneath it. I can fill it up with water and move it around with my tractor. They're great. You gotta be careful what was inside of them if you're gonna try to use like potable water or anything. In one of those, you really want to be careful of what that was originally used for. And y'all bear with me, like I say, I'm getting over having a cold, and my throat still gets a little scratchy.
Barry Bugan. I love the concrete house build. Skim coating boys need a bit of schooling.
Man, y'all just watch the upcoming videos.
Yes.
The guys are in their groove now. I say most of them are properly using the tools now. You know, I'm very patient with them. I go talk to them. I show them.
Yes, you're doing great.
I didn't get to go over enough with them because I wasn't feeling well. I was trying to stay away from them and keep a distance from them. And so I just had to let it be what it was for the first couple of days. And I actually even watched out the windows because I just didn't want to get my guys sick if I had something, you know, or whatever. And it was passed around with the kids. Actually, I got it really from them, and it came over here to me. But still, I just wanted to stay in. But the guys, I would just keep going out and reiterating, you know, how to use that tool. Man, they're on track. And I can just tell you, in that week's delay to videos, y'all just ain't even gonna know this place. It has changed. My goodness, it's changed. And they have really got their poop together. I'm so used to cussing, I'll just say it. They got the shit together, and they're really knocking it out.
Yes.
And they are, man, they are knocking it out. So you'll see, and they're doing a good job getting all of that smooth now. Man, they're getting it right now in rooms going through in the first time, and it looks good from the first pass. I got them going on. Some of these guys, it's their first time to skim coat. Some of them, they've done it before, but limited, or, you know, they were just doing it for a builder or somebody that just really didn't care about quality, you know. And so I just need to sharpen them up a little bit. And plus I need to feel better so I could get out there with them. And man, my crew always comes through, and they come through again, and it's going on good here right now. I'm not even bothering them about anything now. They've got it. I'm just sitting back, just watching it go. You know, and that's all about teaching right there. Patience and teaching. Great group of guys. I love these guys.
So, Bob Mills and Pauline, thanks for the advice. I went back to the beginning and just had your advice.
Well, thank you for that. Bongo Bob, thank you.
Bob Mills, Simple Living, good advice about Jennifer Terry. I just found her about 2 weeks ago. Great lady. Yes, it was a very good, informative travel update.
Yeah, I really got a lot of respect for Jennifer Terry. Great girl, great girl. Man, I tell you, I know what all she has to go through and to get that information out there as fast as she does. She has really been dedicated to that. Whatever rewards that she's got from YouTube and her channel for her effort, she deserves. She deserves. And yeah, absolutely stand up girl. Great. If things open up, what's she gonna cover then, you know? So hope she has like maybe interest in sharing something more once that's done. What do you think, Mel?
Huh?
What do you think? You think she may turn her channel into some other type of information or travel information?
Well, she can create something different, travel or
Maybe.
whatever.
Yeah, I mean, I hope that she's able to,
Well, as long as she already
keep
have
some new
a
content going. If
good
the,
viewer and dedicated subscriber, like that.
yep.
David, here guys, David from San Antonio. Awesome news. For me, it is divine. I resigned from soul-sucking job on Sunday. Selling house to bridge gap to Social Security in 4 years. Mel loved the Bacchus t-shirt. Aha! You're so observant for my t-shirt.
Yep.
Yeah, I love it also.
Well, from the soul-sucking job. So we got Texas Mikey, awesome news.
Yes, yeah, Texas Mikey. No calm. I remember the men wanted to mix the concrete by hand. Their preferred way, even when you had offered the mixer.
Yeah.
Those men were great getting it done too.
They were just outside reminiscing and talking about it out here in the street the other day. So proud of themselves, even of the big long mixes they would do.
Yes.
Man, they knock out more than the machine could keep up with. Y'all just don't know. You don't know. A machine would have slowed us down. I'm telling you. we had the human machine, and we had a team. That's what we had. We had a team that could outwork a machine.
Yes, as long as you're also taking care of them.
Yeah, and a lot of good spirit, boy.
Yes.
It's funny because you'd think they would dread for a big mix, but instead they got energized and happy when a big mix was going on. I think it's just because there was so much flow and teamwork happening.
Yes, it's just a teamwork. That's
Man.
all the works really make it fast.
Great guys,
Yes.
boy.
Tracy
Absolutely.
Smith from the Resolution 159, Section 5, those who are currently undergoing quarantine as of February 1st, 2022 may avail of the what's that, aforementioned testing and quarantine protocols.
So that's cool. So I guess that answers. And see, I hadn't got a chance to research that, Tracy. So I appreciate you sharing what you found, that information there.
Mhm.
And that answers back to the person asking what I do when we're landing on the 30th. Well, I think it looks like you might just be spending 1 day quarantine.
Right.
You know, and I guess so.
Mike Akoyan, going to be 40 degree in Miami this weekend. Cold in the cave, 43 degrees. Wow.
Yeah, it's Florida Keys, Mike. Hello,
Yes,
Mike.
Yeah, hello, Mike.
Yeah, man, 40s in Florida, that's chilling. Yeah, my friend Paul up in Boston said that they're preparing right now for like 3 feet of snow that's fixing to hit them.
Wow.
Yeah, he said that they're fixing to get hammered with snow up there, and he works for Amtrak, and so I know that's probably going to bring a lot of work on for them as well. I mean, it all adds up and has effects. Yeah, Jeremy, I so want it to be true. I just don't believe it yet. I know, isn't that right? That's the way I think a lot of us are, especially the way they did so much at one time. It's just so out of norm for the way it's been. It's like, is this April Fool's? Is this April Fool's joke?
Yes, yeah. Because especially like over here in Philippines, they always change the protocol every single day.
Jeremy said that the Philippine government is like an abusive husband with their promises.
Yes, it does.
Uh,
Sad to hear.
yeah,
Rachel Russell, hello from Dallas, Texas. Oh, we are.
I just came in and wanted to say, hey, I've been following for a while. I enjoy y'all's content, man. Thank you so
Thank you,
much,
Rachel Russell.
fellow Texan
Yes.
and
Dallas.
from up from Dallas, from the Big D.
Yes.
Yeah. Let's see. There you go, Mel.
Aurelio Ray, Milor Cabal, me and my family of 3, wife and 40 years old single son are unvaccinated. As ex-Pinoy and Canadians, we want to come and retire and do our build in the Visayas. We are willing to be quarantined.
Well, if you're a Filipino, even if you're an ex-Filipino, you can still come here, and your spouse
Yes.
and now your now it says wife and 40-year-old single son. Is the son ever had Philippine citizenship? If he's over 18, I don't think it counts to come in as like a minor child with you. But if you were a prior Philippine citizen and your spouse can avail that with you, yeah, you were able to come, and you'll be able to come even right now with no quarantine.
Well, they are
Here.
unvaccinated.
If they were Filipino,
Yeah.
that let's got to divide this. We're talking about 2 different rules that came out. A set of rules that start February 1st for Filipinos, and that's even somebody that was a prior Filipino citizen, that you're a Filipino from birth. You, your spouse, and it would be minor children can return here. Now, if your child, your 40-year-old son, was born with a Filipino citizenship, and maybe it changed or dual or whatever, yeah, it can come also. That's the one you'll really want to check out about. but there's nothing keeping you from coming here. This whole time, you could have come here. A returning Filipino citizen, even if you were a natural born Filipino and you were a former citizen and you took up citizenship in another country, you were still allowed to return to your homeland. It's been that way. Maybe there's been a misunderstanding and you didn't realize that, but all you got to have is like proof of like your birth certificate or your old passport would even work. If you had your old Philippines passport before you become a Canadian citizen, it'd work. And you've been able to come the whole time. And I think some people just were so confused with the rules and laws that they didn't realize that. And hopefully, maybe you understand now. Only thing I think you really need to check out would be about the son. You see, when we come and build a Messiah and we're willing to be quarantined, well, you need to be checking out the laws. I tell you, the best advice I can give you is to write an email to your Philippine embassy. And phone calls, first of all, they're horrible answering the phone. Filipinos and phone calls don't go very good unless it's a live chat on Messenger. So email them, explain the whole situation. If you're a former citizen, natural born, if you got your old birth certificate to prove you were whatever the situation, write the embassy and they'll help you out. But if I understand what you're saying here, you could have came the whole time. So Moonbeam, howdy James and Mel. How goes it? It's going good. Appreciate you joining in here with us. Bobby, hello, glad to see you guys back home. Was wondering if I can contact you personally. I do plan to move to the Philippines in the future. Bobby, you can contact me through email, but I'm always honest about this. I don't always respond fast to emails. I'm real reactive to my comment section on my vlog, but I'm slower to react to emails. Most of my emails come in, I deal with a lot of business, and I have to weed through those, and usually if I have time to go to my email, that time spent handling business matters. And because I have a lot going on, I've got a whole crew of guys here going on all. So I just don't want to offend nobody when they write me an email and I don't respond that day or in a week or whatever, and they feel like I ignored them. It's called just time limited. When we do finish a day and then I try to squeeze in getting an editing done and an upload done and still have family time here with the wife and all the nieces and nephews and all, amongst the build, it becomes, I have a regiment and it becomes very limited sometimes to respond with emails. And I wish I had more time, but I don't. Anything that you might want to know, I really ask to share that in the comments section on videos, because what you may have to ask may help somebody else that can read that out there in the public forum. It may answer questions they have or they were just too shy to ask. And so that's what's great about that comment section is, that everyone can see and share that information. But if you write it personally to me, well then no one else is benefiting from that. And I hope you understand what I mean. But you're welcome to email me, but I ask for patience for a response. And that's James Ray 080808 at gmail.com. JAMESRAY 080808 at gmail.com. But I cannot guarantee a timely response, just being really honest. But you're welcome to write me, but I suggest on one of my videos, write if it's something that could be shared, share it out there. We're all have a lot of common thread on this channel, And so the information that you might want to know could benefit others. Daryl right there, keeping things going strong. Retro Russell, cool, nice to meet you. Jay and Jen, loving and living in the Philippines. Hi, Sir James and Ate Mel.
Yeah,
Jay
hello
and
Jen and Jay.
I saw you posted videos.
Yes,
You
yeah.
know, I gotta admit, I was glad to see you guys.
Yeah.
I know those
It's been
videos
a
are
while.
really delayed because those were all the day before and during and after the typhoon. I know that had to be a massively shocking event. I watched all of it, and man, I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry that y'all had so much to happen. You know, I gotta admit, your house you're renting there fared pretty darn good compared to so many people around you.
Yep.
Y'all got really lucky. You
Yeah.
did. I mean, you did. And I'm
We
sorry
may
about
check
your
the
mom's
one.
place, Jen. I'm really sorry there about your mom's place and all. And I know a little time's went by then. I hope some things are getting in order. And it was great to see your guys' faces. I think that both of y'all are probably some pretty cool people. And as I wrote you a message there and I said, you know, y'all are welcome. If y'all want a break from there, you jumped it, Mel. If y'all want a break from there, you are welcome to come up here and hang out with us. You won't bother us. We have space here that we could put you up in. Where's it at, baby?
Up a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so I'm just telling you now, if y'all are still watching right now, with things starting to open up and everything, I'm just telling you, y'all are welcome to get out of that for a little while. Come up here, be our guest here at our place, hang out with us. We're open to that. I wrote you that in a message already. Hi, James and Mel. Great to see you back home from the U.S. here in the Blue Lake City. Wow, you are in Southeast South Australia. We hope to get back soon to see our family. Man, I hope that you do get here. Hey, there's CJ abroad. So CJ's got a vlog he's trying to get up off the ground right now, and he came in the same time we did. We were on the same flight, and we ran into each other in LAX in the airport there, and we both landed in Manila at the same time. And unfortunately, CJ got popped with a positive, and he got to experience the lockdown. But he's out of that now, and he's out eating chicken wings. Yeah, he's out tearing up chicken wings and down able to see his daughter. So let's see what else we got going on here. CJ, glad to see you there, and as you can tell, I have been following what you've had going on. Hey Chris, let's see, how are you and Eve? And let's see, CJ, we're doing good. Got a beach day planned for tomorrow. Yeah, I seen that you got out along the beach a little bit. Hans, only the fully vaxxed. That's total BS, because here in Europe, even if you have 2 jabs, you're not considered fully vaxxed after 4 months anymore. You just lose the status. Well, that's not how they're treating it here. From everything I've seen, and I heard them say it officially the other day, that they are considering you full vax without the boosters, okay? And so they're not requiring the booster to be considered fully vaxxed here right now. At the moment, okay, ATM. CJ abroad, I predict you will see S-Pass go away before tourists come. That's going to be kind of a pain when foreigners show up at the airport. Yeah, I agree, CJ. I absolutely agree. Island born from Killeen, Texas. Woohoo! Been waiting for this. Can't wait to go back. Thank y'all for the update. Sharing the update like many others out there are. There's some great websites you can hit it on right now, and And go see Jennifer Terry too. Support old Jennifer. And just this. I'm not really a travel update guy. I do share some stuff with you guys sometimes, but this one, this is pretty important. And I hope you make it back here. My condo in Canada, then I'll be back to Cebu province. That's what I'm talking about. You must have got you a condo in where you were at. If you bought you a condo, you must have been thinking, yeah, I'm going to be here for a while. Yeah, sell that and get out of here, huh? Bruce, good evening from Australia. Man, all you Aussies, I love you guys, man. Y'all are really great on my channel all the time. Just like old Stay Frosty. Thank you very much. Let's see. By the way, why not use the high pressure washer? Well, y'all are really concerned over a little bit of mold. I appreciate the tips, but it was just a small thing. At least I know you guys are watching. That's awesome. Yeah. Speaking of Jennifer Terry, she just put up a new video. I'll be watching it soon as you go to sleep. That's funny. CJ Abroad, I've been watching Jennifer Terry. Since she had about 1,500 subs and now almost 120,000. Great little old gal, man. I tell you, she has got her stuff together. I'm gonna see what my moderator had to do. Let's see. Yeah, so Daryl did good blocking one there. We don't want a bunch of stuff on here like that. They see Tracy Smith. Thank you, Daryl. Hi, Mike, or hey, Mike. Yeah, it'll be 40 plus degrees in Australia this week. You see Gary, 24 hours we depart, and we'll try to stop by. Best to contact you by email when you're there. Yeah, shoot me an email. Put it in the subject line or something, like want to come visit you or something like that you're here, and I'll probably see that and I can respond to something like that quick. And absolutely, that email that you heard me say out, put something in the subject line that will catch my attention. Yeah, if y'all understand, I get a lot of emails and I appreciate them, but I would say that probably 8 times out of 10, what's in that email could have been in the comment section and really benefited other people. And that's part of what this vlog's for, so we can all help each other. Can't wait for that fancy paint on the castle. Sunglasses are ready. I've bought up primer. I've bought up some paint. So that's going to be coming up. And as I said, I'll give a spoiler that a flatbed truck showed up here and dropped off 62 square meters of cladding that I don't want to tell what it looks like or nothing, that's going on this house in numerous places. It's really going to set this place off. And the videos will be coming out of more than one trip of Mel and I going and looking at all kinds of stone and types of tile and quarried slate and all different things that we looked at, trying to pick out exactly what we wanted for this house. We had looked at some stuff last year as well. It's all coming up in some videos in the next few days, and I can just tell you, this house is transforming fast, very fast. And Gary, I hope that you get here. Ron, can't wait for that fancy paint job, and that's right. That's what somebody sunglasses. You think it's gonna be really bright, huh? I got some other things I'm not going to tell y'all that's happening. You just have to wait and see it in the videos. Tim Baldwin, good morning or evening from Eastern Kentucky. Cold here and 6 inches of snow. Women here haven't seen 6 inches in years. I love your videos. You guys are great. Wishing the best. You slid one in on me right there. uh, yeah, my family's part of that Cumberland Gap. Like, there's a special group in like the DNA out there, you know, and we're part of uh, that Cumberland Gap group with our DNA. And that's out of Kentucky there. Kentucky, and let's see, I'm trying to remember the rest of the story on that, but y'all can look that up sometime on the Cumberland Gap. Ken, James, and Mel, my Sawa and I will try to visit you for a few hours. For me, I can't wait to see her face on a plane, because you know how Province girls are that's never left their area. Yeah, it'd probably be pretty exciting for them. Sometimes it makes them nauseous, though, if they're not used to traveling. Just a car ride can. Rodney Wright, and I hope that y'all have a great experience with that. Rodney Wright, good morning from New York. Been following y'all since the first time you were in the Philippines. Well, I appreciate that very much. Very, very much. And hope everything's going there well in New York. Are y'all gonna get that snow there too, like they are up in Boston? Y'all have that deep snow coming your way? Jay Garcia, hello from San Antonio, Texas. Love your channel. Well, I appreciate that, and I love San Antonio, Texas. I think it's a cool town. I go there actually quite often, and really enjoy it. Mel likes San Antonio too. Let's see, Larry in the house. Love you guys. Appreciate it. We got Jay Garcia, loving the new videos. Mel, and you need to show us how. Let's see, Mel, you need to show us how you make your food. I love how you make so much food and feed the whole crew. You know, Mel, she's outside doing something right now. I want to tell you about that. We're not really underneath no obligation to feed these guys. A lot of them are family. Part of them are Melinda's brothers. Part of them are cousins, and all. And we're really a close knit group. And a lot of times Melinda just does that out of the goodness of her heart. Of just out of nowhere, she'll fix them up food and share it to them, or buy them snacks and stuff and all. And she is really cool like that. Man, that Mel is a cool chick. A lot of times I don't even know what's going on. Cold snap in North Texas, and probably kick your winter rye into good growth spurt. Let me tell you what, Van, it is a drought back there in Texas right now. And the ponds are so low. We've had some really bad dry freezes. And dry freezes are not good on grass and plants and all. And some of my beautiful green fields that I had have turned brown because of no rainfall and some really hard freezes that's been going on back home. I'm so done with it. I'm so done with dealing with all that. It's so stressful. Man, farming is the biggest roller coaster. Everything you do in farming is a gamble. It is just straight up gambling. It is just like playing the casino. But you're doing it with Mother Nature. And Mother Nature is holding all the cards. Daniel, I heard the Philippine government won't accept the EU COVID passport for travel to the Philippines. Not sure if it's true or not. Maybe someone knows. Y'all ask. I'll answer him if no, but I think that they will, but I don't know. Rick, James, the Mel's family fixed their house after it got messed up with typhoon. There was only minimal damage to some of them, and yeah, they was like, they're so used to it. They're just so used to it. It's just part of life here. Just part of life here. You know, the Philippines is probably the most disaster-stricken country there probably is in the world. If it's not storms and landslides and floods and typhoons, it's earthquakes and volcanoes, and I mean, you name it. They are overcomers. They are so resilient. Yeah, they bounced back from it. And I appreciate you asking that. It was minimum damage compared to what other people suffered. It really was. Appreciate you asking though. Rena, hello from the Windy City. My sister just messaged us about the good news. Yeah, isn't that awesome? And also, they don't need to quarantine in a designated hotel. No, they say it's going away. There's old Chad right there rolling in. Hello, Chad. Daryl saying hello, Chad. And Chad saying hello to Daryl. And we've all now said hello. And Daryl let him know he's late. And Chad let him know when he's $1 short. Rena, good morning all. Or we'll say from Texas, good morning y'all. Yeah. So Chad, since you don't know how to use bleach to clean mildew and a pressure washer, there we go. All them first world solutions. Yeah. We got it. It's just a tiny thing. My goodness. Next time I'm gonna show my dirty socks. I'm gonna see if y'all give me some suggestions on cleaning those too. Tim Baldwin, I gotcha, and was waiting. Yes. Hold on, man. They just took that one of them old jumps on me right there. Yes, and was waiting. Yes, Cumberland Gap. And that's Kentucky and Tennessee border. Nice place. That's right. There you go. That's why I was going to say a minute ago was Tennessee. My mind kind of went blank. Derek Groves. Hello from Biloxi, Mississippi. Well, if you're in Biloxi, you need to say hello to Chad because y'all are both some Mississippi boys. They were Chad's way. So it says right here, Critter Hunter. Hey, Justin, what's up, man? Glad to know you're on here. One of our fellow vloggers and somebody else I built a good rapport with out there. And that's Justin here with Critter Hunter. And he's been busy down there with all that storm stuff. My goodness, he's been busy. And I hope everybody's doing well down there. He says that they will change their minds on February 1st. Ain't that the truth? No, they'll probably change it on February 9th. That's probably when they'll change it. Chad's Way. Hey, Derek. I'm up here in Clinton. Yeah, see there? Man, I knew you boys would get together. They see Daniel. They see I would have your used diamond wheel that you use for your joints to remove the old mostly moldy area. Man, those diamond wheels are busy. Once again though, it was just a small thing. Right here, Chad's Way, gotta poke ya. Let's see, my people from Carolina. Let's see, yeah, Vanter, my people from Carolina since 1600s. We also are going back into the early 1600s. We came from England as part of the UK government. One of my original ancestors came there actually working for the government, setting up and doing surveying and all, working for the UK government. Wasn't just a regular immigrant, but was there on official government capacity and settled there with the original colonists. So that's my roots going back on that. Doesn't the government know bleach kills the Rona yet? Yeah, somebody said one time that you could put it in a syringe or something. You know, we know who that joking person was. They took it so serious. Y'all remember back in them days. Let's see, Burn the socks. I already got a suggestion. Just burn the socks. uh, yeah, ain't poking me. Let's see. Hey, and right there, man, there's Mark. Mark San Juan La Union Vlog. And so if I know some of you that's not from the Philippines, and you're going to see that word, and it's going to look like it says union. But here, that's not how it's said. And just like the next province to me is Antique. And if us from the West read it, it would read as antique, like an antique furniture or antique gun or something like that. But here it said Antique, and that's La Union. So just a little lesson there for any of you that don't know. Surf's Up James from the surfing capital of the North. I got that extra long board ready for you, huh? It's gonna take a long one to keep my butt up. Hey man, I really enjoyed the videos there at the beach that you put out, and the music that you put in there with that, and just watching everyone surf out there and all. Man, I tell you what, that was some good chill stuff right there. You could have kept that content right there going for 2 hours and I would have watched it. It was so enjoyable. So y'all check out Mark over there. Mark is he's got a channel I like, and him and Sel, and Mark just seems to be a really good guy, and I've really been enjoying this rapport him and I have got with each other, and kind of building a new friendship. And Mark and I, we've been video chatting back and forth with each other some, and laughing and joking, and I like Mark, and I really suggest you go over and check his videos out, man. Check out San Juan La Union Vlog. Make sure it's the one that's the actual channel name, not some guy out there that's trying to steal the name or use it for his own stuff there. But check out Mark right there. You can click on his channel, on his name right there, and go to his vlog, and check him out, man. And great guy, and he's going and showing some good stuff, and I appreciate him. I appreciate our friendship. Daryl Van, let's see, I like living here. Critter Hunter made a visa run to Cebu this week, back to Darwin. Let's see, it says, I hate them big cities. Yeah, I hear you, Justin. I hear you, man. Let's see here. Sometimes it jumps on me. So Ron's asking Critter how he's feeling, and we got Francisco. It says war will break out on February 9th in Ukraine, and that's why that will open. I tell you what, I don't know what's going on with that. Did you see where the people in Ukraine are even asking for the U.S. to tone it down, for Biden and them to tone it down? All parties are involved are asking for it to be toned down by the U.S. It's like the U.S. is in the ones that's escalating it more or something, you know. I don't know. I'm so disappointed with a lot of leadership back in the U.S. Jerry Sweden, big day are coming. Yeah, Van Turner, Union Country, Union, or let's see, Union County came from Scotland. So I don't know if he's talking about from La Union or Union. I don't know. Let's see. Tim Baldwin, guys, watch out for the Raw. This guy's trying to start trouble and posting negative stuff about expats helping Philippines people. It's a messed up situation that I've been fighting. Yeah, there's some people out there that I don't know if in the beginning they have good intentions and then they just get carried away with it or what. I don't know. You know, I don't know. I can just say this, you know, the best thing I see is any of those out there that are trying to make drama, I don't avoid them, and I don't try to make war with them either or nothing like that. But I just main thing, just don't give them no fuel, you know. Uh, that's one thing I know, but it's part of it. It's just part of it. There's all kinds of people in this world. Like I say, maybe what they were originally looking at was good, but then they just get carried away with it and start going too far. Critter Hunter, I'm a little better, Ron. Having a hard time getting rid of the cough. So you've been with the same boat that I have, or what, Justin? I mean, that cough, man. I'm just now getting it over. You know, starting to get over it myself. Tim, the guy sort of sounds Indian, not sure, but he's a total troll. Yeah, I seen that, man. I'm not sure either. He acts like he's a savior, and he's not. He ain't a savior to nothing. It's just harassing. Critter Hunter just got the ban. Hater Tim, no time. Let's see. I've never been trolled by a winner worth worrying about. Yep. Chazway. Have a great day, everyone. James, keep up the good work. Thank you very much, my southern brother. Donna Myers. Hello, Mel and James. Loving the garden. Wow. Chad, see, it took a jump on me here. Let's see here. Daryl, give him hell. Hey, Critter, I'm a sub of yours. Also, you're awesome. Yeah. Justin's a cool guy. And Critter saying thank you for that. Stay warm, Chad. So everything's stored, ready to move abroad, is what Intrepid 456 saying. Got tired of waiting. Closed on a house February 15th in Houston. And now PI opens for travel. Murphy's Law. You're welcome. Isn't that the truth? Wow. Well, it says it closed on February 15th. Sounds like you still got time to exit out of that deal. Texas Mikey. Critter Hunter is Finn alive and well. I'm sure he is. Critter Hunter, yup, Texas. So Mark from San Juan. Hey James, I'll send you the surf music by Ruben. Let's see, I got MP3s. I'll send it to you. Ruben gave me permission. Thanks for the shout out, James. I look forward to meeting you sometime in person. Absolutely. I really enjoy it. You seem like a great person, Mark. Texas Mikey, great work. Critter with relief work. Yeah, man, good on you for out there helping people out. Putting yourself out there, man. Appreciate that. So Critter Hunter, thanks, man. Will do. I got to get back in the water soon, man. I hear that. Let's see. Tim's telling him to keep his head up. I'm tell you what. It's still kind of going down through here. We've been going for a pretty good while now. I want to just touch on a few things before we get off here. So, Darren wants to know boat motor status. Actually, they moved forward my shipping date from told me that it would arrive here like in May, and now they're saying that it's going to arrive here like in the end of February, first week of March. So it's really a move forward on that boat motor. I want to touch on some things here with things going on and the House bill. It's been a real pleasure to be back here in the Philippines. I have literally enjoyed every moment back here. I'm resting good. I'm feeling good. Other than, I took on a little cold. That's life. It happens. Mel had it before we left Texas, and it wasn't that thing going on. We were tested and she was negative for that thing. It's just a common cold. Those things still exist. They've never been able to control that one, and they won't be able to control this one. And so I just love being back here. And I really feel extremely happy here. The kids here just make me feel so important every day. My nieces, my nephews, I can tell that they love me with all their heart. And I love them greatly. The family here with the brothers, everyone. We just seem like we have so much good vibes around us here, so much happiness. Wonderful family, wonderful neighbors. Mel seems more content, more happy. I'm more content, more happy. And so it's something that it's making Texas look pretty dim to us. And to the point that we don't want to go back there, really. Of course, we got to go back because we have things that we've still got to take care of. But I feel that I really want to extremely, in a faster pace than I had originally planned, narrow down what I have there. And I'll never 100% sell out because you see how things can change in these countries. But I don't want so much stuff to worry about, and I don't want stuff that I have to be asking other people to worry about. And I really feel that I want to hang my hat here and not bounce back and forth so much. So Mel and I, we've come to that conclusion together. Of course, a lot of people think that every person just dreams to be in the U.S. Mel too, she thought that, it would be a little bit more grandeur than what it was when she actually got there. And I'm not trying to beat up my country, but the country is getting a little bit of being a shit show. And it just wasn't super impressive to her. And of course she has family here and she has love here and all. And so we are really looking to put the most part of our roots right here. And I know many of you feel that same way out there, feel that same way. I love my country. I love it. If it called upon me to help, I'll help. But I just really wish that my country would get their act together. It has just turned into madness there in all kinds of ways. And a lot of people have been focusing to the Philippines and feeling that about here. But it's because you've been wanting into the Philippines and you love the Philippines and you want to be here in the Philippines. But the fact is, this mess has been going on in a lot of countries. A lot of countries that you're never paying attention to because you're focused about the Philippines here, or you're focused in the country you're from. But these problems have been going on in many countries. That the Philippines isn't the only one that had these like really strict rules and hard to travel and all. A lot of countries have had it. But cancer, nobody's locked down the world over cancer. Nobody's locked down the world over diabetes. Nobody's locked down the world over the common cold or the flu. And we've got to understand this is just another one of those things. People have to live. People have to live. And right now, I'm seeing freedom starting to ring again. Not just because of this event happening right now, this country opening up. Countries around the world are realizing that the people are about to massively turn on them, and I'm just telling the way it is. And they have no choice but to stop these crazy measures and stop ripping people's rights away from them and hand them back. They have no choice. And I'm glad to see the world wisening up. I'm glad to see freedom prevailing again and winning again. And humans getting to have human rights possibly again and being treated as a human being again. And I hope that this sticks and it don't reverse. I hope that this is just going to be another domino falling all over the planet, and this is another domino of this world opening back up. And that's my opinion on it. And I just want to tell everyone, you know, stay happy, focus towards happiness. And thank you for all watching us and following our videos every day. Stay tough. Never just lay down and take all of this and be walked all over. Stand up for your rights. But at the same time, be happy. Find some happiness. Everyone, have a good night. We love you guys. Take care. See you on the videos next. And we got some great stuff coming up. Take care. We'll see you on the next one.